Hey, Derek Rose here. We're at the Ultimate Callout Challenge 2022, Indianapolis, Indiana, and we got the blue truck back out. This is going to be our fifth time competing in the Ultimate Callout Challenge out of 6 total events. So we've been to every one. We missed one in 2021 last year. Just had to take some time off and revamp the truck a bit and regroup. So we'll go over a couple of the changes that we did on the truck in the off season. Well, actually the past pretty much 2 years we've been changing some stuff. So we started pretty much over here. We cut the front of the truck off, clean right there. You can see it right in here. And then Dylan and I built the structure around the new engine, the new Freedom Racing and Fleece Performance engine. It's their billet motor. So we pretty much tailored everything around this beast. Got some other really good products on there from like Wagler, some BD stuff here. We got all kinds of great companies helping us out making this thing go. But other than that, like front end wise, you can see the firewall in the back. I gutted the complete cab, took every bit of steel off of the cab that we could, made it pretty much a shell. And our good friends over at Hammertech Race Cars did the tin work. First time that we actually outsourced anything from my shop ever on this truck. So it's just something, it's an art, and we didn't really have the time, and Tony at Hammertech is just really good. He's got a lot of experience with it. Yeah, we can take a look inside the truck here and see all this beautiful tin work that we did, and I really just wanted a clean, just everything in its spot, with the harness, the wiring, just everything really clean. So that's what we went for. Obviously, we still have the goofy center drive that we did way back in, I think, 2016 or 15. We upgraded the whole electronics. We got the Motec ECU from S&S Diesel Motorsports. They basically developed the Cummins platform within the Motec. Motec's been around a long time, and they developed the Cummins side to it to be able to run, our engine. And then they did the wire harness as well. Andre over at S&S did an amazing job there. So that's just leaps and bounds better than what we had before. A complete data logging package all in one. All infinite control over the truck with one program and just basically a laptop, and it's super user friendly. Like even a basic tuner, someone that can do calibration, can pick it up and run with it. So it's been really good, and we just are just starting with it. As even in the industry, like a lot of guys don't have. It's not like we've been using it 5 years. It's only been like 2 years. So everyone's learning. The more the more people get it, the better it's going to get, and you're going to see, I feel like diesel performance is going to just keep getting better because we're learning so much more about the operating system, and we have more control over fueling and just everything with the truck. So the old truck, we had our air to water system over here. We had our big ice box. We had our intercooler over on that side. You can see we totally changed that up. We got a small ice box over there now. And let's go back up front. We used to have the intercooler in the cab, so we got that clean out front now, away from, these things can blow up. They're rated for 3,000, 4,000 horsepower, but it is a welded unit, so we got that away from me. Out front, really nice and clean, and one day we'd like to try to go to a non-intercooled setup, but right now this is working really well. Keeps our intake air temps just really nice and happy. We got this is probably one of our secret weapons from another product from Hammertech Race Cars. This is our nitrous cannon. So basically we feed it with 2 Lightning 375s, and we pulse width modulate them to control the duty cycle and how much nitrous we're actually feeding into here. And this is just a big cannon that atomizes the nitrous as it comes in. Your hot compressed air comes through, and it goes through here, and it's really nice and atomized by the time it gets to the engine. We got our big 60 mil wastegate down here that will run off our turbo speed sensor. And so we start seeing this thing, 120,000, these things like to blow up. So we'll probably start cracking the gate open, 110, 115 on the safe side. We'll go back over here though. So we went back to our ice box over here, and it's no longer an ice box because we're not using ice anymore. We're using ambient air temp water. So whatever, like it's 80 degrees out, we try to just do 80-degree water in here. We got our nitrous goes here, everything all plumbed in real nice so we can turn off and turn on the nitrous whenever we want. And out back, everything is pretty much unchanged since 2017. We left, this has been like 2017, 2018, this worked. We left everything that pretty much worked with the truck alone, and this worked. So there's some real sexy stuff under there. We changed the transmission, probably that you can't see. Went to a divorced transfer case, so now we can actually put the truck into two-wheel drive to do a burnout. Before we had a four-wheel drive burnout, and it was too rowdy, it was uncontrolled, it was violent. So that's probably been one of the biggest changes. Allows us to heat the tires up, and then we could taxi around the pits a little easier in two-wheel drive. So I built a nice divorced mount setup where we have 3 drive shafts essentially, and that allowed us to get away from the 2-piece rear drive shaft, go to a 1-piece, and we saved about 45 pounds there. Overall, we lost about 750 pounds of weight where we were back in 2019 to where we are now. So that's, a good chunk of that. There's about 300, 250, 300 in the engine, and the rest is just all refinements, getting rid of things that didn't work, shedding weight where we could. And it's allowed us, it's already showed, obviously, less weight, you can go faster. So it's already showed in our, all of our testing this year so far. So other than that, that's pretty much rounds up most of the changes. Truck's doing really good. We're looking forward to the event. We were spectators last year helping out another competitor, and it was really fun. So looking forward to this year. Drag Day is really probably the most important to me right now. We've just fell on our face every time with the drag racing, whether it's a transmission failure, an air shifter, you name it, a fuel line breaking. It's just always had our butt kicked on the drag strip. So for me personally, if we go out there and just kill the drag strip, which I want to do, I've already won for the weekend in my opinion. The rest, I'm here for fun. We should dyno really well. I don't know how hard I'm going to lean on it. I really want to go racing the rest of the year, and the dyno game is it's tough. You got to really not care to be able to make the power that these guys and all our other competitors are going to try to make. So I don't know, we're going to play it safe, but I think it should do really well and put us close to the top. I don't know if we can do what we did in 2019, maybe a little better. Is the goal, because we are making more power, but again, that dyno's a game. You have to be able to stick the power. And then a lot of people don't know, but UCC can be a 2-truck challenge. So we actually have another truck coming to do our sled pull that we actually built for a sled pulling customer back home. He won't be here till Friday afternoon or Saturday. So really excited about that, because some of the other guys, they kind of maybe have a hired gun or whatever, or they know somebody that's going to come do it. And I feel real good that, me and my guys, we put this truck together, or back together, because it was a pulling truck and the customer bought it and blah, blah, blah. But I feel good about it because, it come out of my shop and my hands were in a lot of it, and it should be a really good running truck. So the plan is to lay the foundation down for him so he can go out and do his thing Sunday. And, if everything goes good, hopefully we'll be on the podium, if not back in the #1 spot.